Hey you guys, guess where I'm going today? I wonder where I'm going.
여러분들 yes! yes! 해야 돼요. 둘 중에 하나만 골라.
If you guessed that I am seeing twice, you are correct. We are headed to Atlanta, and this is the first time I've ever flown out for a K-pop concert or any concert. We are here. So this whole thing started because I was trying to make plans with my friends who love K-pop too, and they just somehow convinced me to go to the show last minute, and so here I am in Atlanta. I would not describe myself as a spontaneous person, so I was definitely living life on the edge for this weekend. So we had a couple days to ourselves, so we went to the K-pop store in USA. It was fully stocked. They had so many albums. It was so much fun. They also had like a fun game. If you guess the idol right, you get a photo card. And then right next door is a revolving sushi place and also slash Korean barbecue place. So it was like all you can eat. So we were stuffed and very happy with our meal. And really cool thing about this is that you can order your meat and then it will come in this little train thing and then you can just barbecue it up. I was very entertained by this, like very. Later that night, we went to Battery Park just to check it out. Our hotel was nearby because Truist Park, where Twice will be performing, is right next door. So this was a very convenient spot for us to stay at. And okay, I want you to remember, this is the area we'll be in just 2 days. And look how empty it is. It's about to be crazy once the concert starts.
Let me in. A baseball.
We got some dessert and just kind of chilled, and then we opened up all of our albums that we bought today and just had like a fun little sleepover moment as K-pop Stan edition. Of course, we had Going 17 playing in the background with some McDonald's. The next day, we decided to explore more of Atlanta and do some touristy activities. We went to Stockyard for some food, and oh my gosh, I still think of the pasta that I got from there. So once we were in the actual downtown area, we were deciding between going to the aquarium and then going to the Coca-Cola Museum. And guess who was at the aquarium that day? But you know what? The Coca-Cola Museum was still a lot of fun. It was definitely interesting. I haven't done like a museum tour, like touristy activity like this in a very long time. So, you know, it was kind of like corny, a little cheesy, but you know, in like a good way.
That bicycle is from 1950.
The museum was basically like looking at old marketing stuff, and then they had this little like vault thing where it's like this is where the secret recipe is, like, and it was very like a secure thing. The heart of Coca-Cola, there is a secret. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my. But it was fun pretending like the secret recipe was there. It's just like one of those things where you have to kind of like play into it and like, I don't know. Does that make sense? You have to be an interactive person, audience member to this museum and just like kind of play along. Be a child at heart, you know? But yes, they had a lot of like artifacts and that kind of vibe. And then we saw the polar bear. The polar bear has red eyes. That was kind of scary, but it was still cute, I guess. And then they had this like scent activity and you like guess the scent. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure what this has to do with Coca-Cola. Like, I guess because they have a lot of flavors. I don't know. And then they had this like taste it thing, and it's basically a bunch of soda fountains, and they have sodas from different countries, so you can just kind of sample it and see what you like and just experience being in a different country for a little bit. I didn't vlog everything else that we did that day, but basically, you know, dinner, things like that, explore the city. Okay, and then the next day was Twice Day. So my friends actually had sound checks, so they were headed already to the venue earlier than me, so I went alone, and you know what? I don't really mind going to concerts alone, you guys know that. Okay, so remember this area? Look how crowded it is now. And this is like just the beginning. Like it got a lot more crowded because I got there a little bit early. So I just spent time getting merch, and then I got to listen to sound check too, you know, from the outside. Also, if you end up going to Truist Park, maybe try a different entrance to get in, not from Battery Park, because it didn't take me that long to get in. So once I did get in, I saw my seat. How crazy is that? This is the first time I got floor seats, and I kind of want this vlog to be about my experience on floor as someone who is 5 foot and 3 inches. I am 5'3", you guys, which I guess is on the shorter end of things, and I usually never ever sit on floor. If you've seen my concert vlogs, I'm always kind of like at that one step up of like the seated area, you know what I mean? So I never been this close to the stage ever before, and being on floor, you get to like walk around, and we took some pictures. Here is the B stage, and then I went to go locate my seat. I intentionally chose my seat to be at the aisle. I was definitely happy with it at this point. So you can see there's like the aisle. You can see to the left of me, it's also pretty empty, so there's definitely like room to breathe. But when the show was starting and we all stood up, I realized, oh no, I think my view might be blocked. And a lot of people, because I was sitting in the aisle, were walking past me a couple times. So that was definitely distracting, but then this happens and I'm like, you know what? Let's be in the moment. Let's enjoy the show. But as you can see, people are still figuring out their seats and like security's helping. So like it was distracting, you guys. Like I'm not someone that can focus that well. So I was distracted. And the views that I'm showing you is like my camera raised a little bit. It's definitely not at eye level. So throughout the show, my view was blocked multiple times in this way where people were walking by. This guy literally looked in my camera, or like I couldn't see the first screen and the second screen was blocked by speakers, and so many people just hanging out in the aisle blocking my view. So I couldn't see. The B stage was definitely a lot better, but this is my view. Like I said, my camera was a little bit higher. I was raising my camera here, so it's not at eye level, but at eye level, I couldn't see. Like I actually at one point was just looking through my camera so I can get a better view.
Ready to be?
Okay, at this point we're well into the show, almost halfway, and I kind of noticed that behind me it's really empty and a lot of people started to like kind of hang out at that area, and that area wouldn't really be blocking anyone else's view. And I don't know, like it seemed like security was okay with it, so I decided to take a risk. I'm not saying do what I do, I'm just sharing my experience. So I decided to just kind of inch towards that little railing area that I showed you before, and oh my gosh, like the way the air was different, and the air was different because the guy in front of me was vaping. But anyway, so I just felt like I could breathe, I could see, and then I see Jiho, and oh my god, I was the happiest person. Like, I still get chills looking at this as I do this voiceover because I can't describe how happy I felt. And now Queen of Cards is my favorite song. I was really enjoying life here. I mean, I was just kind of in this back area. There was a couple people with me, and I was right next to the security guy, and he seemed chill. Like, it was just one of those things where if you're not being a disruption, like, it's fine. And here comes the concert walk of shame. We were asked to go back to our seats, which is totally fine. Everyone cooperated. And this was just happening throughout the whole night. Like, even next to me, because I was in an aisle seat, a lot of people like had trouble going back to their seat if they went to the bathroom. So they were just hanging out in the aisle, and it was just like a lot of security just kind of trying to put people back to where they belong, which is fair. But luckily I was able to see once I got back to my seat. It seemed like, I guess people kind of shuffled around or something. As a 5'3" person, this is not what I saw eye level, just maybe, so it's just a couple inches above. And I don't know why I was so excited for these fireworks. The 4th of July was literally like 5 days before this, but you know, if you put twice in the mix, yeah, it definitely hits different. At this point, I still couldn't really see, and I noticed that a lot of people started filling up the place where I was standing before, and I decided to take a risk again because look, like there's so many people. Okay, you guys, I wasn't the only one. I mean, no one was being like a nuisance or no one was being rude. So why not join them? So I risked it again because it actually started raining and I felt like it just became like kind of like a fun party. So I just kind of followed the crowd of people around me, and this is where I ended up getting. And once I realized where I was, like I looked up and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Sana. Like I'm literally getting like goosebumps as I talk about it. It was just like such a cool experience, especially being around like once like this. Like I didn't have any intention to come this close. Like I said, I was trying to be in like the railing area where I was, like that gate area, and somehow I got pushed up here. But let's be honest, going back to the height thing, like I still couldn't see. There were so many phones, so many tall people, so many guys. But you know, if I like kind of peeked and was on my tippy toes and used my phone, I could see a lot better. And honestly, it's kind of like either way, I wouldn't be able to see, and I'd rather not be able to see like all the way in the front where I could see them that close when I could see, you know? And man, just getting like a small glimpse, like I will hold these memories and cherish them in my heart forever. Like it was such a great experience. Like overall, I really enjoyed the concert, especially the rain. It felt like a big fun party. trying to hang out with my friends turned into a spontaneous trip to Atlanta, turned into a wonderful time at Twice, turned into me seeing Twice as close, and I just hope to continue to make awesome memories like this. So until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!